it's been probably 6 months, maybe even a year since I went out and skated the Tobacco Trail. So super excited about today. So if you haven't seen any of my big wheel skating before, maybe you're an aggressive skater and you skate anti-rocker or something like that, let me give you a real quick crash course on what big wheel skating is, why I only have 3 wheels, and what to look for. So these are the Flying Eagle F7s. These are a fitness skate, recreational skate, all-around free skate. They are made by a company named Flying Eagle, and the mounting here, instead of the UFS that you might be used to as an aggressive skater, this is a 165 mount. So the distance between wheel bolt 1 and bolt 2 are 165 millimeters. Very similar to UFS, but it is not a flat setup. So in a UFS frame, the frame is completely flat on top. Here, you have a raised heel. So this is a little bit higher than this, and that gives you a slightly more forward lean. It also has a slight embedded shock absorber, so it feels really good when you're skating, but it's not designed for gaps. It's not designed for coming off, a handrail and landing on your stairs or something like that. It's going to give you some shock absorption, but not designed for jumping big things. Now, why the 3 big wheels? Well, these are called tri-skates. I don't know who originally came out with the idea of tri-skates. Tri-skates have been around for many, many, many years. The reason is that you get a shorter wheelbase and you can ride bigger wheels. So back in the days, the old rollerblades used to have just 3 wheels. Especially for smaller boot sizes, women's skates typically, they would have 3 wheels, and the reason was that if you had 72, 80 millimeter wheels, that wheelbase might be too long for a size 3, size 4 skate. Well, recently they decided, well, why don't we do that 3-wheel system, but instead of using small wheels, let's use the biggest wheels we can find. So these are 110 millimeter wheels. These are made by Compass, which is my company, full disclosure. These just came in. They're the Carborough 110s, and they are designed for absorbing any sort of vibration. They're designed for keeping a top speed, so when you skate, you kind of coast a little bit more. If you're skating an aggressive wheel and it's like a 60 millimeter, you'll get a really quick ramp up, but then it'll also slow down really quickly. That's perfect for dropping in on transition. That's perfect for getting speed to a ledge or something like that. But if you wanted to skate for miles and miles and miles, you don't want to skate fast all the time, right? You want to skate fast once, and then you get to top speed, and you maintain that top speed. That's what big wheels are all about. So these are the Flying Eagle Supersonic frames. These are a 165 mount, and they have 3 by 110. The width is 9.5 inches, 9.8 inches. Sorry, 9.8 inches wheelbase. That's kind of similar to like a 255, 260. It's a really nice wheelbase. Typically with a tri-skate, you'll find that they try to make the wheels as close as possible. And you can see in this back, these back 2 wheels are close, but this front wheel is further out. And then they shifted basically this middle wheel over. A few reasons for this. One, they can make this front wheel really low. So it goes actually below the frame, which is really smart, means a lower center of gravity and a lower ride height. In the back, you've got the 2 wheels. So when you're coasting, you're kind of in your heels, you're leaning back. That gives you a much closer pivot point. So when you're turning, you have wheels closer to them. So it'll let you turn a little faster when you're on your heels. I've skated these skates once before, only once before, because I just love aggressive, It's hard for me to find time to go out and skate big wheels, but it was my birthday last weekend, and I killed myself, and my hip is destroyed, so I need to take a break from aggressive, and I still want to skate. So the best thing to do is just get out there and skate, and these are amazing skates for that. So today I'm at the American Tobacco Trail in Durham. This is an old railroad train tracks that they paved over and they repurposed into running and riding trails. So you'll see horses, you'll see runners, you'll see bikes. There's actually something going on here. I see some igloo coolers set up. So I don't know if there's a competition or something that I'm going to be crashing. but it's about 4.5 miles down one way, 4.5 miles back. There is a longer stretch that is paved if I want to go north. I'm not going to do that again, not today. It's been a long time since I've done any distance skating, so I have a feeling I'm going to get really tired today. But if you want to take a break from aggressive and still have that feeling of skating, get yourself some big wheels. This is an amazing feeling, and it's still great exercise. I've only been skating for 5 minutes and I'm already winded. Man, you got to stay in shape. Work every muscle. Aggressive is great, but sure doesn't do much for my quads. It rained last night, so I knew that I was going to want to take it easy from aggressive this week. And I knew that I wanted to skate this trail, but as you can see, this trail, as beautiful as it is covered with trees. And a lot of the bridges are made out of wood. So when it rains, it gets a little slippery. And I forgot. So on that bridge, I kept my normal stride. That was not a good idea. I just slipped right out. So I'm going to have to be a little more mindful this in the future. All right, only a few miles left. A few miles left until the halfway point. I'm holding it together. Not gonna lie, this has been a rough one. It's been a long time since I've skated distance, and I forgot all the techniques that I learned. Trying to relearn how to do a proper stride, but man, skating transitions, skating ledges, it's a very different muscle, very different language than this. Take a break, get some water. I am dying. I think it's been like 4 miles, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but I've usually, when I was skating this trail more often, I was able to do this without stopping, and this is going to be a challenge today. But I'm going to feel good. I know that. Need to do this more often. It doesn't help that the ground's a little wet, but no excuses. Charge through. I got this. Only a little less than a mile to go for the halfway point. All right, I made it. So Endomondo says that was 4 3/4 mile, 4.74 miles. I stopped a bunch to set up the camera, go back and get the camera, stuff like that. So probably 4.5 miles was this stretch. It took me 38 minutes to get here. Again, I'm struggling. I think I was able to do it. I don't know. I'll check my best scores, but I think I was able to do it in like mid-20s before. Might be wrong, but this was a rough one. Gonna rest up, get some water, and then put the 360 cam on my helmet and head on back. Try to make it in one go. It's gonna take a while, but I'm not gonna stop. I think I can record for 60 minutes, so I got 60 minutes of footage that I can I can capture. I think I'll make it in then. I made it, and I'm dead, but made it the whole way. So 4.21 miles from start to finish. Didn't stop. Average pace 5 minutes 36 a mile. Average speed 10.7 miles per hour. That's pretty good. Just to compare to my old records when I was skating back in the days, 8.96. Let's see if I can find another one. Here's one, September. Oh, 9.96. That's about the same, right? Yeah, there it is. So last time when I was doing it, this was with my 3x125s on the swells. 20.24, 20 minutes and 24 seconds. I'm so tired I can't think straight. Average speed was 12.4. So definitely a difference. I don't know if it's as much to do with equipment as it is with my ability. But let's see. I mean, I'm going to stick on these 3x110s for a while and see if I can beat that score. I mean, I bet I could get into the 20s. At least beat 21. If you don't have any big wheels, get yourself a pair. This is a lot of fun. I mean, aggressive is amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to take a break. You know, your body needs a break, and this is a good way to do it. Even if you don't have a beautiful trail like this, just get some big wheels, some 100s, some 110s, and just skate around your city. Just explore. It feels so good, and it's really good for your body. So skate distance so that you can skate aggressive longer. That's what I always say. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next week.